Imagine living without it, without it. So let's go. Heaven is worth fighting for, you know. I've been standing right next to you, next to you. Oh, I know it won't be easy, but it's true. We will regret what we didn't do, what we didn't do, what we didn't do. I know you're feeling it too. This short is something. I know that this will take us higher. I'll do whatever you do. Let's take cover before our chances are getting darker. But I want you to know I can't help but fight this feeling. I want you to try. Imagine living without it, without it. So let's go. Heaven is worth fighting for, you know. I've been standing right next to you, next to you. Oh, I know it won't be easy, but it's true. We will regret what we didn't do, what we didn't do. I think I can't fool my feelings sometimes. Got misdirected, you know what to say. And I was telling myself many lies, just like the old days. So is that what you want? We'll bring it in. Another level and you feel like quitting. It will be tough and we will surely be paying the price. Don't know about you, but I feel we're winning. So let's go. Heaven is worth fighting for, you know. I've been standing right next to you, next to you. Oh, I know it won't be easy, but it's true. We will regret what we didn't do, what we didn't do. the blood rush through my veins. You know, you know. Somewhere in the distance, the sun's coming up. Everything is blurry, the trees flashing by my side. My side, we're far ahead. The horizon never seems so close. The sky is red. We're not out of the woods yet, you know. Don't stop. In your eyes, I see a fire lighting up as we're getting away. There's no going back, and I'm holding the chase. Where you go, I follow. We're not giving up, never hitting the brakes. There's no going back, and I'm holding the chase. In your eyes, I see a fire lighting up as we're getting away. There's no going back, and I'm holding the chase. Where you go, I follow. We're not giving up, never hitting the brakes. There's no going back, and I'm
I want to talk to you about something.
Thank you for being here.
Having you in the stands means the world to me.
But I need to ask you something.
I've made a commitment to play the Texas way. That means I play with respect for others.
I will not let my opponent become my enemy. I will not cheat or cut corners.
I've made a commitment to play the Texas way. That means I play with a control of self.
I will slow my anger down. I will act based on my standards. I've made a commitment to play the Texas way.
That means I play with the spirit of competition.
I will prepare myself inside and out. I will bounce back when I get knocked down.
I will compete with a passion to be my absolute best.
So my question for you is this. Will you commit to support me the Texas way?
That means having my back. It means cheering loudly.
But it doesn't mean putting other people down.
It doesn't mean yelling at the ref.
It doesn't mean letting your passion become a distraction.
You say it, coach says it. My actions are about more than just me.
It's about representing the name on the front of the jersey and the name on the back.
It's about more than a scoreboard. It's about using sports to become all that I can become.
And having fun while I'm doing it.
I couldn't do it without you, and I wouldn't want to.
I'm all in on the Texas way.
Will you be all in with me?
Good evening and welcome to McAllen ISD. This game is being conducted according to the rules and regulations of University Interscholastic League.
Regardless of the outcome of this game, all the players have proven their willingness to work and sacrifice in order to achieve athletic excellence.
We ask that, as a spectator, you consider the time and effort each of these teams, coaches, and athletes have put forth.
The officials for this event have been mutually agreed upon by school officials from both schools. Their role is not unlike those of players, coaches, teachers, and administrators.
Without them, this event would not be possible. Their knowledge and application of the rules are a result of annual testing, years of study, and continual participation in clinics that further refine their understanding of the game.
We ask you, as students, parents, and citizens, to demonstrate the kind of respect for these officials you would extend to any dedicated person in a position of responsibility.
This means that you as a fan
Should not criticize the players on either team.
should not boo the officials,
Shall not have alcohol beverages on public school grounds. This is a violation of state law.
Should be courteous to the visiting fans.
Should cheer for your team.
and should show respect for injured players on both teams.
Thank you for your attendance and enjoy the game.
Enjoy the game.
Enjoy the game.
And welcome here to McAllen Memorial Gymnasium, where we have some preliminary activities. Coach Raul Castillo for the McAllen Memorial, just wishing his seniors who are here in the last ball game, regular season ball game, wishing them well, and those seniors. Now the national anthem. And we just had the national anthem. We've already had the introductions of players. Now they're going to greet each other at the net. And you have to remember a lot of these players from McAllen Memorial and the players from MCHI, they know each other. They've been playing each other since the days back in club ball, or even back in the day when they played at the McAllen Boys and Girls Club. And so they know each other very well. This game here, I'd like to let you know that both teams are already in the playoffs, and both teams already know their opponents. The McAllen Memorial Mustangs will be playing against Brownsville Pace, and the McAllen Bulldogs will be playing against Brownsville Rivera. Both games will be here in McAllen. One game will be on Thursday, and the other game, I believe, will be on Friday. Memorial Mustangs are coming in with a record of 31-8, 12-3 in district plays. They got second place. And the McAllen Bulldogs come in with a 26-14, 9-6. They came in fourth place. These two teams have met each other this year, and with McAllen Memorial winning both back in the tournament, they won 2-0, and in district play, their first game was a 3-0 victory. A note to remember is that so far, McAllen Memorial has won every single match. In the last game where they played each other, the difference maker was the big front line by the McAllen Memorial Mustangs. They have some tall individuals in the middle. They control the middle. They had a lot of blocks, and that forced the Bulldog hitters to try to hit the ball over the blockers, and a lot of the balls went out of bounds. So this is more, I'm talking to the coaches before the game. Coach Portillo from McAllen, she talked about how important the tempo would be and how important it would be for them to do a good job in the middle. And also, she feels that whoever can win the battle of the right side of this court might be victorious. So we're going to start off by serving on the McAllen side, and Gabriela Sainz, the libero, is also the server. Davila with a little dink, the free ball. See, the Mustangs can take advantage of it. Castillo with a set and a point, first point of the game coming in for the Mustangs, number 16, Sofia Vega. Now serving is Laria Jones, number 12. Very good server, has been very successful. Curl, Otmers, ball still alive. Otmers sets, block at the net. Juliet Trevino on from her libero position came up to give a good set. And there goes Davila, and there was a block, but the ball goes out of bounds. So point the Mustangs. Davila leads her team with 359 kills for the season. She is a lefty. Jones, and another ace for Jones. She's been doing a lot of that this year. She has been very successful on her serving all year. I believe that is her 32nd ace of the year. And I don't know if I jinxed her. The ball into the net, and that makes the score 3-1. Now serving Kaylin Otmers, a senior. She was a libero for the last 3 years for the Lady Bulldogs, but because of injury problems, she took over as the setter. It's a very good server. Well-placed ball right there. Point for the Mustangs. Scoring for the Mustangs right there on the kill was Donara Cardenas, a junior. And now serving Juliet Trevino, who is also the libero. There's a battle at the net, and that one won by the Bulldogs. Makes it 4-2. Now serving for the Lady Bulldogs, number 25. I believe that's Longoria into the net. Couple of substitutions coming in, and straight into serving is a number 1, Jocelyn Rodriguez. 5-2, Mustangs in the lead. Rangel, oh, nice little serve. Nice little kill right there. And it's not always how hard you hit it, it's where you put it. Rangel, a 4-year starter, has been battling some injuries, and it's good to see her here in the court, here towards the end of the season and in the playoffs. Juliet Trevino on the dig. Hard hit. What a pickup by Otmers. And there's a net violation against the Mustangs, and that makes it 5-4. Serving for the Bulldogs is Isabella Rivera, senior. Good pickup by Trevino. Boy, you already seen a lot of good play at the net, lots of blocks, and there's another block. And a point for the Bulldogs, and they tie it up 5-5. And that's what you can expect here this afternoon in this matchup. You can expect a lot of blocking at the net, and that's where both teams will have to make the adjustments and find the open hole into the net. Now serving for the Mustangs, number 8, Bree Garcia, Jr. Otmers on the set to Strangel, and that's a good pickup on the defense. That's what's made the Mustangs very successful this year, that they also have a very good defense. And now we have another violation at the net. And the violation was with the player, the foot, as you can see the official letting Coach Castillo know what happened, that the foot went over. Now serving will be Eklund Baden. Pretty good server herself. Most of these kids that serve, they have like a 95% efficiency on their serves. Jones trying to find the open spot. Little dink by Otmers. And that ball was out. Leila Lopez Castillo is ball. Actually, they called it in. Good hit by Leila Lopez Castillo. Only a freshman. One of the best overall players in the entire Valley, and just as a freshman. Good serve. Otmers coming in. Here early on, both teams trying to find themselves. What's going to be their strengths? What's going to be their weaknesses? Free ball. Memorial should have a good opportunity to set something up. Here's the set. Jones. And she found the open spot. And you can see the big smile from Jones after that successful kill. Serving a freshman, Eli Trevino. Eli Trevino coming into this game with 30 aces. A high rate of 94% success in getting her serves in. One thing to remember in this gym, folks, is a nice block at the net by the Mustangs that gives them the lead 9-6. One thing to remember about the home court advantage in this gym is that it is a low ceiling. And because you practice here all year, it's got to be an advantage. The ball gets back to you in a hurry if you hit that ceiling. And once again, right there's a perfect example of when you get a good serve and the defense does not pick it up and gives it to their setter, it usually leads to a point by the offensive team. Trevino. Good save. Here's an opportunity for the Bulldogs. Block at the net, and the ball goes out of bounds, making the score Mustangs 10-7. Pearl is coming into the game to serve. Sage Curl, just a sophomore, now serving. Lopez on the pick up, and Lopez finding the open hole. Now serving will be Lopez. Laila Lopez Castillo. All-around player. You look at the stat book, and she's got pretty good stats in everything she does, including her serve. She also sets. She also plays defense, and on occasion, she'll also go up and block right here. Oh, wow. That's what you call taking advantage of a quick set and taking advantage of the height of Sofia Vega. Vega coming in here with 183 kills. Lopez looks to the sideline for instruction to see where she has to place this ball. Does it again. 12-7 from the back. Good defense. Here comes another set. Otmers on the set. Little dink. Defense is there. Here comes Trevino. And a nice pickup and a save. The pickup on the last one was by Batten. Now serving once again. The whole rotation has gone around to the back to the original server. So Gabriela Sainz serving. Bulldogs trailing 12-8. And there is a ball that went out. Gives me a chance to introduce to you the officials representing the Texas Association of Sports Officials from the tip of Texas chapter here in the Rio Grande Valley. The R1 is William Cromer, R2 Jessica Gayetan, and the linesman Pedro Vallejo and Jose Trevino. And right there is where you saw the advantage of a low ceiling. We'll be right back.
The national rankings for the best high schools in America are in, and all 5 McAllen ISD high schools are on it. This is the 11th straight year our high schools have made the list, published by U.S. News and World Report. Congratulations to all 5. McAllen ISD, we are all in.
And we're back here in the first game, a matchup between the Lady Bulldogs and the Lady Mustangs. The Mustangs in the lead, 14-8. So far, good serving, good setting, and hard hitting has led to this 6-point lead. What the Lady Bulldogs need to do is to just get that first hit to their setter to make it easier. Jones is now serving. Otmers ready. Juliet Trevino, and there goes Davila. And folks, the Lady Bulldogs cannot afford to give Ana Davila too many opportunities. She does come in here as the #1 hitter on the attack line with 359 attacks. Jones, once again, with a pretty good serve. Otmers on the set. Here comes Davila, and he puts it away again. One thing in noticing Davila this year and in many games is that, yes, she does hit hard, but Davila loves to put it in certain areas. Sometimes she'll attack right down the line, sometimes right down the middle, and sometimes all the way to the other side of the court. Jones serving again, but that ball goes out of bounds. A much-needed point for the Lady Bulldogs. And if you ask Coach Portillo, who would you like to have serving when you need points, chances are she would go with Otmers, who has done a great job all year of serving. The block at the corner by Estrangel. Another block. The defense for the Bulldogs is showing up so far. Another defensive tip. So far, good matchup. Estrangel gets blocked. Look at that defense, folks. You can hear the audience appreciating that effort. Another block. Estrangel with a smile. And the ball hit out of bounds. So in that sequence, there were about 6 to 7 blocks at the net by both sides, making it real hard for both teams to score. Juliet Trevino on the serve. Estrangel out, barely out. Good call by the referee, or I should call him the linesperson. Juliet Trevino getting instructions on where she wants, the coach wants the serve to go, and Juliet scores on that. That makes it a 10-point lead, 19-9. Coach Rico is the one on the sidelines indicating to her servers where she wants the ball to be served. Block at the net. Free ball opportunity for the Lady Mustangs, and they usually take advantage of that opportunity. Well defended by the Bulldogs. Estrangel, even though the ball was blocked, point for the Lady Bulldogs. Now it's 19-10. Serving now is Delicia Longoria, a freshman. A couple of freshmen out here on the court for both teams. Oh, wow. Davila. I mean, anytime you hit an attack and it's right there close to the attack line where the ball lands, that tells you the power of Davila. Coming in to serve will be Jocelyn Rodriguez. Jocelyn Rodriguez is a real good, consistent server. 20-10. Rangel, noticing that the block came up together, was smart enough to just get that ball on a dink right over the blockers and found the open hole for a point. Isabella Rivera now serving. Free ball for the Lady Bulldogs. Estrangel blocked at the net. Good pick up by Otmers. And the Bulldogs will take that opportunity. It didn't look like they were going to be able to score, but they found a way. It's 20-12. The Lady Mustangs so far in command of this game. Leave that on the serve. And a rare mistake by Juliet gives the Lady Bulldogs another point, making it 20-13. Into the game right now is Natalie Rangel for the Mustangs. Another block. That one was a good set up the middle, but the ball was hit out of bounds by freshman Ellie Trevino. And we'll be right back.
McAllen ISD's 2025 Superintendent Scholarship Golf Tournament was a huge success. More than $68,000 was raised for student scholarships. We want to thank everyone who contributed and be on the lookout for this year's event coming this spring. McAllen ISD, we are all in.
And we're back with the Lady Mustangs up 20-14 here in the first game. Basically, both teams know they're already in the playoffs. They know who they're going to be playing. And this game is not going to impact the standings. All it's going to do is it's more of a game on tradition, on who has the best programs. Both of these teams have been real successful in the playoffs for a bunch of years. And both of these teams have gone to the Sweet 16 on many occasions. And folks, that's what you call a timeout. That's how you break the momentum. Back into the game for the Lady Bulldogs is their libero, Gabriela Sainz. Serving is Natalia Rangel, the senior. Coming back into the game is batting for the Bulldogs, and Juliana Gomez, the sophomore, Ariana Osuna, the junior, for the Lady Mustangs. Nice serve. And Jones with a powerful hit. And gives a point there to Isabella Palacios on the attack. Palacios came into this game with 192 successful attacks. And now it's 21-16. The Bulldogs making a cut into the lead. And once again, finding the open hole is what the mark of a good team. So that makes it 22-16 with a freshman, number 4, Ellie Trevino. Now that looks like it's out. Good decision right there by Botten. She wanted to play it, but it's a good thing she let it go. Now serving number 14, Sage Curl, just a sophomore. This is a free ball opportunity for the Lady Bulldogs to see they can take advantage of it. Good block at the net. And another block at the net. Wow. Sofia Vega. Back when I did this broadcast of this same two teams, that I saw the 3 freshmen that play a lot for the Lady Mustangs, they definitely do not play it like freshmen. Jones with that powerful hit. What a pickup right there by Sainz, the libero. And Vega on a hard hit, picked up by Otmers. And the third time is a charm for the Lady Mustangs. I mean, that shows you right there, that perfect play right there. Sofia Vega connecting. They have 3 to 4 hard hitters on this Mustang team. 24-17, game point. Here comes Jones. And the ball goes out of bounds. First game will go to the Lady Bulldogs, the Lady Mustangs, 25-17. And we'll be right back.
McAllen ISD has 2 major awards to start the new year. We have the state A rating for our academic achievement and the state's highest mark for financial accountability. It's student success while managing the public dollar with expertise. McAllen ISD, we are all in.
And we're back. The first game going to the Mustangs, 25-17. They opened up a big lead, but the Lady Bulldogs did a good job in cutting the lead. The keys to the game, the tempo up the middle is something that Coach Portillo talked about. And I think they lost the battle there. And the battle of the right side was also won by the Lady Bulldogs. By the Lady Mustangs. And of course, for Coach Castillo, his keys to the game was that he just wanted consistent play. He knows he's got the players to score, but he's just always working on consistency, and that's something you would expect when you have 3 of your key players being freshmen. And he also wanted his kids to manage this rivalry. Anytime these 2 teams meet, you have a big crowd, you have some great play, and you have outstanding show where the fans can really enjoy. But you do feel like the intensity out here, it's not the same as if it was a district game where somebody had to win to survive or different seedings. Because both teams are already in the playoffs, this game almost becomes like a warm-up game for the playoffs. The Lady Mustangs will be hosting the Pace High School, while the Lady Bulldogs will be hosting Brownsville Rivera. Brownsville Rivera was a district champion where they finished undefeated in district play. Once again, if you look around, you see a lot of pink, a big day, a big celebration on cancer. There's a auction going on, and this is so that the proceeds can help two McAllen ISD employees that are currently going through some challenges with cancer. So from my stats, that win now marks the sixth straight win by the Lady Mustangs over the Lady Bulldogs. They played each other twice, with the Lady Mustangs coming out victorious. When I'm taking a look at the Lady Mustangs and you win that first game, it does a lot for your psyche. You see a lot of smiles. And sometimes that's not good when you have those freshmen smiling, because you know that they are going to be very confident. For this game, I already noticed one of the changes, and one of the changes, Pearl is now dressing up as the libero for this game. And the libero is a position where that person can play in the back three at all times. Lopez Castillo with the serve. And with the nice set, Otmers continues to serve, and the ball goes out of bounds. First point goes to the Lady Mustangs. Serving for the Lady Mustangs is Laila Lopez Castillo. Came in here with 48 aces for the year. Into the net, makes it 1-1. First server for the Mustangs, for the Bulldogs, will be Kaylee Otmers. Usually has a pretty good, strong serve, just like that one. Nice hit by number 7, Juliana. Ana Davila continues to spark with a hard hitting. But the Bulldogs managed to get the point. What the Bulldogs need to do is don't allow the Mustangs to get away from them the way they did in the first game. Otmers on a nice set. Couple of blocks at the net. Otmers with a set. Strangel did not have a good opportunity, and there's another call on a player going under the net. Point for the Lady Bulldogs, and that makes it 3-1. Let's see, Otmers continues her good serving. Lady Bulldogs, it's important that they stay in this game. Jones with a good first hit. Otmers to set. Strangel, once again, Strangel, when she notices that she doesn't have the opportunity for a hit, she goes to the plan B. She'll find an open spot just like she did there, and it's Lady Bulldogs in the lead, 4-1. Otmers. Good decision right there by Emma Farias to let it go out of bounds. Now serving Larry Jones, she did a great job in the first game. Rangel, the play at the net, ball still alive, and Otmers into the net, and 2 quick points for the Lady Mustangs, and it makes it 4-3, Lady Bulldogs in the lead. Jones came into this game with 34 aces. He has a pretty good serve, nice and hard. He finds the open spots, and that's what happens when you have a pretty good serve and make it hard on the defense. I mean, that makes it 4-4. Jones on the serve. And into the net, point for the Lady Mustangs. Now subbing into the game, Juliana Trevino. Jones continues to serve. Otmers. Trevino. Here comes Davila. Good pickup by Estrangel. And even though there was a block, the Mustangs blocked it out of bounds. Scoring for the Lady Bulldogs was Juliana Trevino, who had just subbed. Now subbing is Isabela Palacios. Serving the freshman, Delicia Longoria. Jones. Here comes Davila. Wow, where did Curl come from? Davila finding the open spot. I mean, anytime Caitlin Otmers cannot pick up that ball, that tells you how well positioned that hit was from Ana Davila. Not only was it hard, it was in a good spot, good angle. Juliet Trevino on the serve. Good pick up by Trevino. Wow, hard hit. Good pick up by Otmers. Jones on a good defense. Davila. Another hard hit. Davila continues to shine. When you look at this court, you will see a lot of players that you're going to expect to be on the all-district selection from both teams. And a point for the Lady Bulldogs. I do believe there was a net on that one. And then score is 7-6. Lady Mustangs in the lead. Good serve. And a block out of bounds. Mustangs now up 8-6. Libero Curl into the game. Libero for the Mustangs is Trevino. Jocelyn Rodriguez serving. And Estrangel with a power hit. It was blocked, but the ball landed on the Mustang side, and that makes it 8-7. Now serving is Gabby Estrangel, senior, 4-year starter. This year she battled a couple of challenges, a couple of injuries, but it's good to see her here to help the Lady Bulldogs in the playoffs. Bree Garcia came in as a substitute, and Bree goes in straight to serve. Bree coming in here with 20 assists, a 94.2 success rate in making sure that the serve is successful. Free ball for the Lady Mustangs. So that's not good news for the Lady Bulldogs. And that is why. You make mistakes like that, more often than not, the Lady Mustangs and their hard-hitting offensive attack, they're going to take advantage of it. Largest lead of the game for the Lady Mustangs here in this second game. The first game was won by the Lady Mustangs 25-17. They jumped up into a huge lead, and they carried them to a 25-17 win. And what the officials called on that was what you call illegal alignment or overlapping. The rules of the games are certain. At the time of the serve, all players have to be in their position. It's like a 3-3 setup. Certain players cannot cross over other players until the serve, until the sound of the serve. There's the serve. And a nice set by Otmers and scoring Juliana Gomez, a sophomore, for the Bulldogs. Serving for the Bulldogs is Gabriela Sainz. In the first game, she played libero, and now she's not the libero. Jones is one of the hardest hitters on the court. Very strong. It's going to hit it hard, and sometimes you know that if it is blocked because of how hard she hits it, the ball is going to be going out of bounds. 12-8. Free ball. And taking advantage of that free ball on a nice set was Lopez Castillo. And the ball hit barely out of bounds. Good eye by the Lions person. Makes it 13-9. And now Curl. In this game, she's first game she was a defensive specialist. In this game, she is the libero. Opportunity, net, battle at the net, and the battle of the net won again by the Lady Mustangs. Coach Portillo was asking the official of he felt it was a back row attack, but we'd have to go to the video to take a look at that. It's 14-9. Mustangs slowly building up on the lead. Nice set from Otmer. They've done that quite a few times this year. Isabella Rivera. Now let me talk to you about Otmer. Otmer is probably one of the best liberos in the Valley, but in the last couple of games she has been serving as a setter. That tells you the great teammate that she is, willing to sacrifice her skills as a libero to serve as a setter for the benefit of the team. And the reason that Otmers is going to setter is because their 4-year starter, we do have a timeout, Yaneli Rocha is out. So we'll be right back.
The McAllen Education Foundation proudly supports teachers.
Since 1996, the foundation has funded innovative teacher grants worth more than $550,000
and benefited close to 60,000 of our students.
These grants allow us to explore our imaginations and open new worlds for our students.
They raise funds by hosting a bowling tournament and helping with the superintendent's golf tournament.
And we appreciate those sponsors who'd made it happen. You can help too by donating at the McAllen Education Foundation website.
Thank you, McAllen Education Foundation, for all that you do.
And we're back here at game 2 at McAllen Memorial Gymnasium. Jones will continue to serve. It's 15-10. The Mustangs in the lead. They won the first game 25-17. Jones. The pickup by Lopez Castillo. And here comes the hammer from Davila. And another good block at the net. Anytime you can block Estrangel, you know you did your job. And give credit to Sofia Vega. Blocking is a lot about timing. Excellent job by Vega. Free ball for the Lady Mustangs. And we do have a net violation. Much needed point for the Lady Bulldogs, makes it 16-11. Coming in to serve, the freshman Delicia Longoria. 16-11. The next 2-3 points are very critical, especially for the Lady Bulldogs, to make the score a lot closer. And unfortunately, serving error makes it 17-11. Back into the game, Eli Trevino, and serving Juliet Trevino. Curl, Otmers. Nice pickup by Juliet. Nice pickup by Longoria. And finding the open area was Isabella Palacios. To serve will be Isabella Rivera, 17-12. And the referee with a good eyes spotted maybe the possibility of some equipment that you can't be wearing certain kinds of equipment. Jones, Lopez Castillo, and Davila. Everybody expects her to hit hard every time, but on that one, Davila just dumped it over the net and found the open hole for an 18-12 lead, and Jocelyn Rodriguez come in to serve. So far, she's doing a wonderful job this afternoon in her serves, getting them into play. Another dink. Curl did a good job of hustling in. And getting the point on that one is Laila Lopez Castillo. And she can do it all, folks. She can score for you. She can serve. She can set. She can play defense. She can block at the net. Just a freshman. Could be the newcomer of the year in the entire Valley. Bulldogs on a nice hit score, making it 19-13. Estrangel will be serving. That means Estrangel is now a back row player, and she doesn't have the opportunity to go to the front, close to the net to attack. Good pickup. I mean, the Bulldogs are throwing some offense out. And another, just a smart play right there by Danara Cardenas. Good decision. But the Bulldogs get the ball back. Estrangel. Out. Another point by the Lady Bulldogs. This is the closest they have been in a while. It is 19-15, a 4-point lead for the Lady Mustangs. And Coach Castillo decides to take a timeout. Stay with us.
The national rankings for the best high schools in America are in, and all 5 McAllen ISD high schools are on it. This is the 11th straight year our high schools have made the list, published by U.S. News and World Report. Congratulations to all 5. McAllen ISD, we are all in.
And we're back here at McAllen Memorial Gymnasium. A battle between two McAllen ISD great traditional volleyball programs. Lots of success by both teams. First game was won by the Mustangs 25-17, and they lead this game 19-15, trying to take a 2-0 advantage. Estrangel continues to serve, lefty, puts it in play to Jones. The free ball, Otmers, curl, and Otmers hits it out of bounds. Makes it 20-15 Mustangs. Coming in to serve is Bree Garcia. So far, Bree has done a good job of putting the ball in play. And nicely done right there by Isabella Palacios, the junior, finding the angle in the corner. No Mustangs, no Lady Mustangs were in the area. Gabriela Sainz now serving. Jones with a bullet. Whoa, that's probably the hardest hit ball of this afternoon. Feli Trevino serving. I think you heard who messed up. I don't know, somebody was yelling, Emma. So, 21-17. Here's the opportunity the Lady Bulldogs need to take advantage of it. Curl on the serve to Jones. Here comes Lopez. From the back row, Estrangel. Good defense. And the fans wanted that ball to be outside the antenna. And the referee said no. Otmers on the set to Estrangel. And she finds the hole. On that one, Estrangel was a back row player, so she cannot come to the front of the attack line to attack. But from the back, she found the open hole right in the middle, and it's 21-18. Can the Lady Bulldogs continue to cut into the lead? Juliet, block at the net. Here's a free ball for the Lady Bulldogs. And the Lady Bulldogs connect on a good set and hit by Isabella Rivera. Makes it 21-19. 21-19. Timeout call by Coach Castillo. So we'll be right back. Don't go away.
McAllen ISD's 2025 Superintendent Scholarship Golf Tournament was a huge success. More than $68,000 was raised for student scholarships. We want to thank everyone who contributed and be on the lookout for this year's event coming this spring. McAllen ISD, we are all in.
Everybody, welcome back to some pretty good volleyball here. This game here this afternoon at McAllen Memorial Gymnasium is basically serving as a warm-up to the playoff kind of game, since the two districts already have met. The two teams that will be playing against each other will be the Lady Bulldogs against the Lady Raiders from Brownsville Rivera. They'll play each other. And the Lady Mustangs will be playing against the Lady Vikings from Brownsville Pace. And that's how you call a timeout. You do it to break the momentum and also to maybe call out a play where you're going to score. Laila Lopez Castillo serving. Jones with that usual hard hit. And the defender can get to it, but sometimes it's a lot harder for any defender to kind of control how the ball is going to come off of you when it's hit that hard. Lopez Castillo on the serve. Looks like a free ball. Will it become game point? It looks like Davila says yes. It's going to become game point. So now game two, game point for the Lady Bulldogs. Lady Mustangs leading 24-19. Laila Lopez Castillo on the serve. It's a free ball. Oh, and a point for the Lady Mustangs. So they win game number 2, 25-19. We'll be right back.
The McAllen Education Foundation proudly supports teachers.
Since 1996, the foundation has funded innovative teacher grants worth more than $550,000.
And benefited close to 60,000 of our students.
These grants allow us to explore our imaginations and open new worlds for our students.
They raise funds by hosting a bowling tournament and helping with the superintendent's golf tournament.
And we appreciate those sponsors who'd made it happen.
You can help too by donating at the McAllen Education Foundation website.
Thank you, McAllen Education Foundation, for all that you do.
And welcome back here to the gymnasium from McAllen Memorial, the home team, taking advantage of not much the low ceiling, but it is an advantage to play in this gym for the Lady Mustangs because of the low ceiling, but it has not come into play much. What's come into play has been the very good defense by the Lady Mustangs, the good setting, the good serving, and of course, when you have the size, the front line is pretty strong. They have been scoring very often. They got good size, good setting. They have a pretty good offense, good attack. And what makes their offense even more dangerous, the Lady Mustang team, is that their defense is very good, especially the big blockers that they have at the net. Well, here's going to be the last opportunity for the Lady Bulldogs to at least win one game. I bet you if you go back and do research in the last 20 years, I don't know if there's been a season where when these two teams play each other that there's a team that does not win a game. Coming into this set today, the Lady Mustangs have won 5 in a row. Now make it 7. Will the Lady Bulldogs this season be able to win one game? Now, the Lady Bulldogs coming into this season were picked very high to be very successful because they had maybe the setter of the year, great kid in Janelli Rocha, who had been a setter for 3 years, but she got an injury and has really not played almost anything all year long. She was a great setter, great team leader, knew how to calm her team down, and but that kind of leadership is always missed. So then after that, the Lady Bulldogs had another unfortunate challenge in an injury to Gabby Estrangel, but she is back. But she was out for quite a while, so she's probably getting back as we speak into game form, especially to the level that we're used to seeing her the past 3 years. We'll see if Coach Portillo tries to do any lineup adjustments. Coach Portillo giving her girls final instructions. usually this gym, when these two teams play, they are very loud. But I think everybody knows that it's almost like a warm-up game for both teams. Lady Mustangs are going to finish second. Congratulations to the Sheridan Pioneer in winning the district championship. They only lost one game all year in district. Congratulations to Edinburgh Bella, who will also be in the playoffs. Jones, Otmers, another good block. Here comes Estrangel. And Davila gets the point off of a tip. It was blocked, but the tip went out of bounds. Jones will be serving. Take a look at her powerful serve. And not only can it be powerful, she can place it basically where she wants to. Here we go. A nice hit. And he found the line. Barely on the line. Coming in is Longoria to serve. I mean, anytime you're a freshman and you are the second server for the Lady Bulldogs, that tells you how special she is. Great future is ahead for her. And we have a 4 hit. And everybody starts yelling 4, 4. That means that after the third hit, that the ball usually hits the net, was not touched by the defender, and you cannot have 4 hits. And the ball into the net. Rare mistake by now serving Isabella Rivera. He did a good job last time around scoring some points. But Davila says, no, you don't get to serve again with her hard hit. And Davila continues to be very consistent all year long. Jocelyn Rodriguez coming in to serve with a 3-2. We're in game number 3. The Lady Bulldogs have to find a way to win a game, or this set is over. And once again, nice set by Ottomers and a nice hit to Isabella Palacios. And maybe the Lady Bulldogs have found something besides Estrangel's ability to score, and Isabella Rivera. Estrangel on the serve, lefty. And another point, back-to-back point for the Lady Bulldogs. It gives them the lead 4-3. Here's an opportunity for the Lady Bulldogs from the back, Estrangel. Look at the jump on that. Laila Lopez Castillo can get off up in the air. She's got a good spring. And of course, it takes a lot of good timing to be successful. Brie Garcia, number 8. Tie game, 4-4. Kinsey into the game. And another successful hit by Isabella Palacios from the set of Otmers. That might be the offense that Coach Portillo is looking from a different player to score. And her hits have been very consistent. Novella Science with a serve. And a point. Laila Lopez Castillo connects. Eddie Trevino now serving. The block at the net. And great defense and blocks leads to offense. Eddie Trevino continues to serve. Trajel from the back. And a point for the Lady Bulldogs makes it 6-6. Serving will be the libero, Sage Curl. Pretty consistent server all year long. Just a sophomore. Trevino. Good save by Jones. And another point. This time that was Juliana Trevino, a sophomore. Juliana has not been scoring a lot in this game, but if you can get her to get going, that will be something that maybe the Lady Bulldogs need to keep these games alive. Good defense. And another quick set. That's what the Lady Mustangs do to you. Their offense, they can have long sets or they can have a quick short set. It's all about the timing. You bet there's a lot of practice involved in that. Laila Castillo Lopez serving. Here comes Davila. Good defense once again by the Lady Mustangs. We can forget about it. If there's no block of Ana Davila, if there's no block at the net and she gets her hit, it's usually going to be a point. Either she hits it straight into a corner or she likes to hit it into an open area, or if it's going to a defender, it's hard to pick it up. Good defense by Juliet Lopez. And the Mustangs save a point right there. Great use of the left hand by Juliet Lopez. And a broken play right there didn't look good for did not look good for the Bulldogs, but they managed to get a point out of it. We have a tie ball game, 8-8. Otmer's now serving. Well, that's a 4. Lady Bulldogs, this is the first time I think they've led 9-8 this late in a game. That's what Ottomers is very capable of doing. He has a very strong serve. And usually it's in play. 10-8, Lady Bulldogs working hard to force a game number 4. And the ball was barely out. Good eye by the Memorial back row players. Now serving Jones. Into the net, and that ties the game at 10-10. Here comes Ottermers to Estrangel. And the ball finds a hole, making it Lady Bulldogs 11, Lady Mustangs 10. A couple of substitutions coming into the game. Delicia Longoria, number 25, in to serve. Lady Bulldogs leading 11, 9, 10. Free ball for the Lady Bulldogs. A little long rally. And finding the open hole was the Lady Bulldogs, and it makes it 12-10. Sometimes when a team wins 2-0, you have a tendency to relax, and that's what gives the other team an opportunity to take one of the games. Estrangel blocked it, but it still managed to go through on a hard hit by Sofia Vega. Juliet Trevino, the libero, serving. And the Lady Bulldogs will score off of that block that went out of bounds. Isabella Palacios continues to score. Into the game is Mackenzie Davidson. Serving, Isabella Rivera, 13-11. Jones on a nice pickup. Davila was blocked at the net. A little bit of miscommunication there. But the Lady Bulldogs did not communicate well. Makes it 13-12 with Jocelyn Rodriguez Jr. serving. Free ball. Ties the game again, 13-13. Jocelyn Rodriguez. Good save by Otmer. Another ace. Jocelyn Rodriguez. Her serving has gotten them 3 or 4 points in a row. And Estrangel scores much needed point for the Lady Bulldogs, and Estrangel will go serve. Tie game, 14-14. And another point by Isabella Palacios. (15-14). And the ball goes out of bounds. Makes it 16-15. Serving for the Lady Mustangs is Bree Garcia. We have a 15-15 tie ball game. And a point for the Lady Mustangs makes it 16-15. And a serve into the net. Coach Castillo was kind of smiling on that one. Back into the game, number 2. Ariana Osuna for the Lady Mustangs serving. Gabriela Sainz. That's probably the easiest point the Lady Mustangs have scored. It was just Eli Trevino just hitting the ball back, and it hit the Mustang, got the ball, and it hit the defender and went out of bounds. 17-16. Now, Juliana Trevino. So Isabella Palacios and Juliana Trevino are finding ways to score here in the third game, and that's why it is 17-17. Long set to Jones. Rahel doing a good job of saving it. But that was a good job on a set. Looked like the Bulldog defenders didn't know who they were setting to. But Laila Lopez Castillo knew they were setting to her, and she scores. 18-17. And a point for the Lady Mustangs. Quick set, taking advantage of their height. Sofia Vega and the Lady Bulldogs call their first timeout. We'll be right back.
McAllen ISD's 2025 Superintendent Scholarship Golf Tournament was a huge success. More than $68,000 was raised for student scholarships. We want to thank everyone who contributed and be on the lookout for this year's event coming this spring. McAllen ISD, we are all in.
And welcome back here to McAllen Memorial Gymnasium for the last district game of the year between two playoff teams. Game 1 and 2 went to the Lady Mustangs, and game 3 trying to sweep 3-0 today and for the season stay undefeated in games. That's Laila Castillo on the serve. Good pickup by Juliet. Otmers on the set. Block at the net. Oh, falling backwards. Isabella Palacios. And Davila out of bounds. Point for the Lady Bulldogs. Davila usually hits it inside the court. That ball was barely out of bounds. Good officiating by the lights person. Here comes Davila from the other side. Wasn't she on this side earlier? That tells you what Coach Lopez does. He changes the offense. And now she's on the other side. So on the same point, Davila was on the left side of the court, didn't get the point on her hit, and ended up on the right side of the court and ended up getting the point. Here's where the Lady Bulldogs have to be careful. It's 20-18. Jones serving. There's where the ceiling comes into play. Juliet Trevino on the set to Davila, and boy, she knows how to find the open spots. 21-18. Expect Davila to be an all-district performer and maybe somewhere on the All-Valley list. Jones, 3-point lead, 21-18. Can the Lady Bulldogs put a stop to the offense? Yes, they can. Yes, they can. Makes it 21-19. Longoria into serve. Delicia Longoria, 21-19. 2-point lead for the Lady Mustangs. Game 3. They are up 2-0. And there's a quick set, but a block at the net. Free ball, Strangel, Otmers, quick hit. And it looks like the Bulldogs will score again. Looked like that was Palacios. So it's 21-20. Longoria. The Bulldogs trying to stay alive here in game number 3. Down 2-0. Longoria barely into the net and gets a point. And that's a good comeback by the Lady Bulldogs, 21-21. Coach Castillo will probably call a timeout, and he does. And we'll be right back.
McAllen ISD has 2 major awards to start the new year. We have the state A rating for our academic achievement and the state's highest mark for financial accountability. It's student success while managing the public dollar with expertise. McAllen ISD, we are all in. The national rankings for the best high schools in America are in, and all 5 McAllen ISD high schools are on it. This is the 11th straight year our high schools have made the list, published by U.S. News and World Report. Congratulations to all 5. McAllen ISD, we are all in.
And after that timeout, the Lady Bulldog girls, the team was quickly back on the court. So why not? They've been scoring here recently. 21-21. Well, we play game 4. Let's see if the Lady Mustangs put it away. Davila, what a pickup by Otmers. Can they save it? No. Point. Good play on the defensive side by the Lady Bulldogs. But Davila scores again. Look at that front light for the Lady Mustangs. Pretty tall girls, 5'10" maybe and above. And another point. Well, that's something that Coach Portillo will definitely be looking forward to. Isabella Palacios continues to score. 22-22. Isabella Rivera serving. Good serve. This is a free ball. Davila. This time the defense was able to pick it up. Here comes Estrangel. And a 4 count was called. It did look. And Coach Portillo's complaining because she thinks that the 4 was called late. And it was a crucial call. It did appear to be a 4. But because it was called late, that's where her complaint came. 23-22, crucial point right here. Estrangel, and she found the place. Wow. Much needed point for the Lady Bulldogs. Makes it 23-23. Estrangel on the serve to Jones. Lopez Castillo. And it was blocked out of bounds. So this is what you call match point. Match point. But Coach Portillo decides to take a timeout. And we'll be right back.
The McAllen Education Foundation proudly supports teachers.
Since 1996, the foundation has funded innovative teacher grants worth more than $550,000.
And benefited close to 60,000 of our students.
These grants allow us to explore our imaginations and open new worlds for our students.
They raise funds by hosting a bowling tournament and helping with the superintendent's golf tournament.
And we appreciate those sponsors who'd made it happen.
You can help too by donating at the McAllen Education Foundation website.
Thank you, McAllen Education Foundation, for all that you do.
And we're right back. Bree Garcia will be serving for the match. Can the Bulldogs save the point? And it looks like they could not. Another win for the Lady of Mustangs. They won game 1, 25-17, game 2, 25-19, and this game was the closest game, 25-23. Congratulations to both teams. Coach Castillo, Coach Portillo, both teams will be in the playoffs, and we'll see what happens in the first round. For McAllen ISD TV Productions, we'll see you later.